everybody, it's Francine here at Devoted Danes, and I figured we'd go over a couple different topics today, which I'm not sure what people are interested in hearing about, but you know, I figured I'd go over. If you guys ever have something that you're wondering and that I don't even really take into consideration, you can always message us and I can go over it, make sure I can kind of go over it in a different video. So today, what I'm going over with is the color testing. I got her color panel back. We're talking about Daisy. I did send out for her color panel testing from Animal Genetics is the one we always choose. And they do other genetic testing too. They do a lot of different testing. So if anybody's interested in that, and they do it more than just dogs and cats, they do a variety of animals. So they're really, we've been using them for years, and I like them. I like the outcome that I've had. So why we're color testing is we're kind of trying to determine what their offspring will look like, what Grizzly and Daisy's offspring will look like. Now, I already had Grizzly and Daisy, I don't know who I said. I already had Grizzly color tested, so I know what he carries. He's our chocolate boy, and Daisy's the one that's pregnant, and she's due to have her puppies within 2 weeks. She's very big, and I notice her teats are starting to swell up, so she's getting close to it. We are going to see, I'm in the whelping room, I've got a bunch of presents to wrap, and then I'm locating Daisy in here this week too. And that'll give her a couple of weeks to get used to the whelping room. This is her first litter. I want her to feel comfortable. So comfortable, just kind of, she has the whole room. She can roam around. I will take out certain things that I don't want her to get a hold of, like any cords or anything like that. But I'm kind of steering off of the topic. So I got back her testing, and whoops, my sleeve is wet. I got that wet a little bit. And I have Grizzlies too. So what I'll do is I'll pop up a picture here so you can really see. And I was kind of surprised. This is why I did it, because I wanted to, so I have like a whole book. I keep records of everything. People might not realize, but these are records of litters and breeding Danes. So because we are licensed, with AKC, I have to have documentation of who's been bred, when they've been bred, and who's responsible for the breeding. Obviously it's me, but you can have outside studies too. We have done that one other time, and I had a good experience with that, so I would recommend it to people too. And that was Ellie years ago. We haven't outside studied any of ours since then, but we have had some people use our studs. So you always have to have records of that. And then so in my book, I have a tab of everybody. So this is all our current moms, dads breeding program. I also have another book of all my retired ones too. So I have this out because I have Grizzly's testing in here. So Grizzly, he was tested a while ago. And I'll show you what it looks like. So on the testing form, you can put like this is Grizzly's testing form. And I'll pop up a picture of it too. But you can do, and then this is the Animal Genetics for Daisy. So let me just explain a little bit how it works. They both have to carry this color to produce it. Grizzly's chocolate doesn't mean we'll have chocolate puppies if she doesn't carry chocolate. She's Harlequin. If he's not Harlequin carrier, then they're not going to produce Harlequins. So that's how it works. So you could be, the parents could be some color and they can have a litter totally different color, and it's amazing because those are the parents, but because they both carry it. So Grizzly will get his genetics from his mom and dad, and then they don't always get everything from both parents, but they'll get a few things from different parents. Grizzly actually carries a lot. So Grizzly, he carries fawn, so he can produce fawn puppies, which we know that because Duder is a fawn piebald. What else does he carry? He does carry, obviously chocolate, because he is chocolate, so he carries chocolate. He carries blue. He carries the malignant mask, which is, so if you've ever seen a tan puppy with the black mask, they carry masks. What else? He has one gene of black, which is KB. So what can happen is a puppy could carry 2 genes or 1. Even if they carry 1, they can still produce it in their offspring. He has spotting, which is the piebald, which we know Cheska does too, because they had some beautiful piebalds. And he also carries harlequin. I should put a picture of Grizzly's dad up here. He is beautiful. I always describe him as like a patchwork quilt, but he's a harlequin. So that's what Grizzly carries. So Daisy has to carry the same thing too, or else they won't produce it. So I got hers back, and I was kind of surprised because I told you how I looked at her family tree, and she had chocolate in her great-great-grandparents, which could carry down, but they didn't. So Daisy also carries fawns. So they could have fawns with black masks. They could have fauniquins, because we both know he's a harlequin. She does not carry chocolate, so that's weird. I was hoping she was, but she does carry fawn, so somewhere in her line she has fawn. She carries blue, which Grizzly does too, so they could have blue puppies, blue mantle puppies, blue harlequins. Those are all the blue variations. And we know he carries mantle because he's kicked off mantle puppies. I'm not sure if Daisy carries mantle. There's really not a mantle test you can do, but her sister Benson is a mantle. So I'm testing like, oh, someone's doing horses up the road. That is why we're having a fit. Somebody is bringing down their horse on the road. You can tell we live out in the country. So the dogs love to go crazy over that. Up a few miles up, there's a horse farm. They have like the whole side of the hill. So I'm gonna try to get Daisy brought into the whelping room this week, just so she can get established and this is where she'll whelp her puppies. As you guys know, we did breed Francesca, and we had to wait to find out if she was pregnant. So it's weird too, because you can take out the ultrasound machine and look and see nothing. Like, oh, I don't think she took, you know? And then it's 3 days later, you can take it out and say, oh my God, I see puppies everywhere. So it's literally a timing game. That's why, like, if you don't have your own ultrasound, the vets will say, take them in at 30 days. At 30 days, anybody can detect puppies. You don't have to be trained. I would assume if you know what you're looking for, they should pop right out. Where I have a ultrasound machine and I'm an impatient person, I'm always checking before the 30 days, and you can literally see them on week 3. I checked Cheska, and she actually is pregnant too. So we will have 2 litters of puppies. We are going to be busy bees here. As you guys know, we're still waiting for, we have to take our grand puppies too for our second grandchild that was supposed to be born in December. One came early, and the other one seems to be right on target so far. So it's gonna be a busy week. We'll have these guys here, and then after, we're kind of going to be moving around everybody within our home. Daisy's gonna come up here. We already have another plan for Cheska. The last time we had 2 whelping rooms, we had more Danes, so we were kind of limited on what we're doing, but we have a really good plan this time of where we're gonna put everybody. So, and we're gonna shift people around too, shift our Danes around a little bit too. So that's what we'll be doing. I gotta wrap all this stuff, get Daisy in here. And then, so the only one that's with Grizzly right now is Cheska. So Cheska and Grizzly share a room, and they have a big room, a room that normally fits 3 Danes, but they've only been by themselves for a while now. So my idea is to keep Cheska in her room and move Grizzly out. And I can, those are the ones that have the 3 kennels, and I can open up the kennels to be 1 big kennel. I can open up for 2 kennels, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna open it and give her 2 kennels so she'll have a good size area. The whelping box will go in there. I want Daisy in this room though, so she gets an idea of, okay, this is the whelping room, because this is the one that we use mostly. Sometimes we use a second one, but the second one is gonna be in Cheska's room, and that's her own room. And the only thing I might have to do is change out her whelping box. The second whelping box is kind of small, and Cheska looks like she has a good size. And Daisy has gotten huge. That's what I keep saying to my husband. I can't believe she's got a couple, you know, X amount of more weeks. But she literally has 1 more full week, and then will be on duty because she's due on the like 23rd. She could go a little bit early if she has a big litter or whatnot. So I have rearranged my work schedule to make sure I'm here, and we work out pretty well. Me and my husband are a good team. So that's what's going on here. Oh, and I really didn't talk too much about it in our last video because I noticed it at the end, but we have hit 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube, and we're really excited about that. It took us a long way to get here. I hope our channel only grows, and because I love to share everything that goes on. In the winter it's a little less because we can't really get outside and do stuff, and I'm more of an outside-y person, but we will have a busy next couple of months. And you know, so with having 2 litters, we always have a waiting list going. It doesn't mean that it's full to capacity and that we have a ton of people. It just means that sometimes people decide to stay on the waiting list and wait for a specific sex or specific color, and we allow people to do that. Or it comes time and the timing is just not right for them. So we will have a lot of openings for puppies because we do have 2 litters coming. We do have some people on our waiting list, or like sometimes people want it from a specific mom and dad. So we are totally open with that. Our deposits are non-refundable only because we are holding this puppy for 8 weeks. We don't want to pass up good other potential families and then you guys back out. So that's how we work it. We used to do it different ways and a lot of different times, and we've learned what works for us. So, or I just tell people, if you're not comfortable doing that, just wait around and see what we have available. We'll for sure have puppies available. We're going to have 2 litters. So first litter will be Christmas, and Cheska's will be due in, I think, the first week of January 7th or 8th, something like that. So Cheska's breedings was stretched out a little bit more, and I did not use a progesterone machine at all for Cheska this time. I just went with Grizzly, and they tied a couple times. I called it quits, and she's pregnant. So Grizzly knows what he's doing. I guess the progesterone machine, I would probably just use it if I'm trying to use an outside stud or something. But even then, I could have Grizzly let me know what's going on and go from there. So that's what's in the works for now. We do have other platforms too, like we're on TikTok, we're on obviously Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So we're in a lot of different locations, and I try to post. Sometimes I don't post as much as on the other ones, but I'm trying to get better about that because I just think if I keep being routine, it would be better. Yeah. So that's it for this week. This is what we're doing. I will keep you guys posted. We're on puppy duty and baby duty. We're hoping our second grandchild is born this week. But if not, we'll have more than Christmas puppies. We'll have a Christmas baby. I just feel sorry for anybody that's born in December, because their birthday, we know how that works. Okay, well, what presents are we giving for Christmas and what's for their birthday? So, yeah, but it is what it is. So we shall see by next week what we have. Hopefully we have another grandchild, and then Daisy should be ready to have her own puppies. And she's gotten big and she's so lovable too. So you guys have a good week, and I'll see you next week. And it took me a while, but I got all the gifts wrapped and out of here. And Daisy is in here. We moved her bed in. Her dad's chilling with her and get her used to it. And these are old sheets that we kept, so if she wants to tear them up, that's part of getting ready for birth, is nesting. We put her bed in here just so she gets, you know, she can be comfortable while she's in here. And we open this up so she can come in and out, because a lot of them don't like to jump that, but she will, one step at a time. And this is her Corunda bed. Are you enjoying your new window? You just think all this room to yourself. As you can tell, her belly has gotten big. It's cute. And she's panting because she's nervous right now. This is her first time in here. She's never been in here before. And I did notice her milks, and she loves to be scratched. Look at her little leg go. So this is why we keep a bunch of old sheets. And then we have a bunch of, obviously, bedding and blankets and stuff. Her little tongue's hanging out.
Gives us a reason to buy new ones.
And we buy new ones because I know he's very nervous. It's okay though. And I left a chair away from the window so you can look out and see everything that goes on here. You can be the patroller for this backside. So she still has a couple of weeks left. We'll see if that, isn't she big?
Yeah.
We can see how that goes. But so this is a massive whelping box, you could say. So we are going to make Francesca's bigger because these guys will be so close in age. It's not like one's going home and then at 4 weeks we can move the other ones over. Like last time we had 2 litters. This time they'll literally probably be a couple weeks apart. So we want both litters to be able to move around and have enough space, and Mama be able to come out. So we've got an idea of how we want to do it. So she's now sniffing out everything. Yeah.
She sniffed out that treat you had.
Oh, she found it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she'll now eat up here and have her water and her food. And the gate, we have a door. We can close it if we need to, depending on who's going by. Sometimes they don't feel safe or secure in here with the door wide open, so we'll shut it when the other ones go by. Look at her. She said, "You know why I'm in here, buddy?"
Yes, come with the dad.
Found Rhea another winter sweater. We have tons of stuff, so it's just a matter of finding it. But how big her belly is.
Yes, it's okay.
So this is her first time in here, and this will be her first night. We'll see how she does. We do have surveillance for this room to monitor it. We have surveillance on our whole house, so nothing gets by us or the Danes, right?
Yep.
She said, "Hi, Mom." "Hi, bitty girl." You smooch? I didn't have anything to eat yet. I noticed she didn't eat all her breakfast. This is what's left over.
There was a lot in there.
Yeah, I've been feeding her. So she's already been on puppy food and adult food. She's got a big appetite. So we're gonna let her get herself situated in here and see how she does. Chances are we'll be hanging out a lot in this room because she will be a new mother and she'll need to be monitored longer than Francesca. So we'll be hanging out here and with her until she learns how to take care of her babies and, you know, what's expected of her. Oh, that's my food and that's water. Pretty neat, huh? I did take out anything electrical that I didn't want broke. Just in case she wants to chew cords. I remember the puppies chew cords. It does happen. Oh, she's coming back in to see you. She said, where are you going? I'm wondering if she's gonna make it to her due date because she's awful big and her milk's in. But the milk can come in 2 weeks before anyway. So just shows you how lovable she is.
Hi, honey. My baby girl.
Hi.
Yeah.
So it takes a while to get everything rearranged, but we did it. So we'll see how she goes.
Good girl, huh?
You like all that loving, huh? And we normally do put them in here a couple of weeks ahead of time, just so they can get used to their room and their new schedule. Like, you know, she's used to going in with Violet and Benson, her sister. She'll start going outside by herself too, because Benson's very playful. If anyone doesn't know, that's how she gets injured. But Daisy's not in the playful mode anymore. She just stands there and kind of watches her. But I don't want Daisy to roughhouse as pregnant as she is. She should be just taking it easy. So she'll go out by herself, which is fine because we usually go out and we clean up the yard when they're out there anyway. So it's not like she's isolated from anybody. She'll be mostly hanging out with us. She said, I don't want to sit down. But she's already up on her bed and she's bebopped around and looked around. So that's a good sign that she'll probably be just fine. Huh. She's so cute. So these two still go out and play together. As she gets further along, she'll be moved to a different spot. He'll probably be hanging out with that speckled trout over there. She's out there today because we're rearranging stuff. And it's nice out. It's actually pretty warm out today. So, Violet's spending some time outside. I know. And Grizzly will actually start spending more time with her. Because they're the ones that will be bred. Oh, did you see Cheska? Oh, she said, just noticed she's out there. It's okay. Violet said, let me go over there and play with them. Soon enough, Violet, soon enough. Hi, Abigail. I got a surprise for you. Yeah, I got a surprise for you. I got a new thing for your bed. You want to see it up? All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do, girly.